Greetings and welcome to a short screencast demonstration on how to use the faculty dashboard and the instructor concerns tool. There have been a lot of questions recently concerning these two tools, and I just want to make a note here that although they are not interconnected, they are designed to be used in concert. I'm going to start with the faculty dashboard because that's where I start. You can see I'm currently teaching CS 210, and every Tuesday, I pop in and check my faculty dashboard. So you can see it listed here along the right-hand side next to my picture. I would go ahead and click on that, and it would open up this student activity grid. You can see here in the student activity grid your student's activity, their attendance, their submissions, and their grade. You can see that I have a student here that has major cause for concern. They have far lower than normal submissions and attendance, minutes logged in the class. Those things don't flag as bad, but you can see that there's a low number of submissions and that the student now hasn't participated in approximately 2 weeks. You can see also that the grade is low, right? 32%. You can see as well that I have another student that's kind of hovering on the borderline, right? Where they still are not as active as their peers and they don't have as many submissions as their peers. So even though they're passing, they probably need an outreach as well. The first thing that I would do is email both of these students. And then the second thing that I would do is go back to this home screen, pop into my class roster, and you can see here all the students are listed. It tells me right now I'm not including inactive, right? I have all active students. You can see their academic advisor listed, the academic advisor's last login, and I want everyone to pay particular attention to the campus information. Look at all these students are online, and then bam, Hagerstown. This is a campus location. For campus locations, there are not the instructor concerns tool yet. You will need to directly email the academic advisor. You can also see that for one of my students, they already have an instructor concern filed. And we're going to look at that today like I would be following up on that. So to access instructor concerns, you have to click on the student's name, which is hyperlinked. And of course, I've had to black that out to preserve student privacy. Once you open up the student's name, you can see all their details. And you can see their different class information. The student isn't military. They're active. They're still an active student. You can see their academic advisor and their admissions advisor. To file the instructor concerns, you click the hyperlinked instructor concerns. If you have a campus student, this will be missing and you need to directly email this listed academic advisor. If there is no academic advisor listed, that means they are still a new student and you advise their admissions advisor directly, okay? So once you click on that instructor concerns, it takes you to listed instructor concerns. And we're taking a look at my student who I've already filed on, right? We're going to surmise that this student needs some additional follow-up. I kind of want to see what happened. You can see that the advisor has already closed the concern. So I'm going to consider adding a second concern. You're not obligated to do this, but you can. And let's just say it's my student who has suddenly stopped participating. The reason I would be filing an additional instructor concern is that because maybe previously they were a performance alert and now they're withdrawal alert, right? They're not participating anymore. It's been, 2 weeks since they hit the classroom. So I'd fill in the comments here and I would click save, and then you would be able to see back on the roster, there'd still be this little alert. That's how you know that the instructor concern was successfully filed. Now, for my students, because it's difficult to keep a lot of windows open, I often take the information in the faculty dashboard, I would take this information and transfer it to a Word document, just jotting down not their GPA, but whether they were submitting consistently and when they last logged in. Okay, because especially this is a withdrawal alert. And in cases where it's not a withdrawal alert, it's a performance, you can go back in your grade book and look and see what the students specifically are missing, right? And then you can say, student is missing units 4 and 6 projects, can be completed for credit by such and such a date. Give the advisor an idea of what action steps the students can take. And there's a lot of latitude here. You can use your discretion. I really recommend that everybody is checking the faculty dashboard accordingly. It does provide useful information, especially because you can check activity and grade just in a sweep, and then you know who to target when you go back into your grade book. I also want to emphasize that the instructor concerns tool is not optional. These are required for all students who fall under a grade point of 70%. These are students who are at risk of either not passing the class or of having low performance where they would not get credit for the class towards their major course of study. And these are things that advisors need to know. They want you to be reaching out to them. I tend to send a follow-up email to students saying, hey, I reached out to your advisor as well, just so that we're all in the loop. Tell them it's to support them, that we're trying to support their success in the course overall, that we just want to work together as a team. That way they don't feel like it's you and the advisor kind of ganging up on them. They're understanding that this is sort of like a team effort. I'm trying to help you as the instructor. Your advisor needs to be in the loop so they can help you via advising. Let's get a plan together. Ask your student if they need help getting on track and if they need a plan. These are things that are very helpful to the students in general. Again, you can see there's a lot of detailed information that is offered to you about your students. I really, really recommend with military students that you not only place the instructor concern, but follow up in an additional capacity with a military advisor. They indicated to us on the administrative level that they really like a high level of contact with these folks, especially active military students who need additional support. Remember, these two tools are important overall, not only to student success, but to your success as a faculty member as well. Really, I think we all work together to help students reach their peak. It's not just a big initiative here in the School of General Education, but it's really something that I think most of us desire who have this kind of gift with teaching and instruction. And I know that everybody really wants to see their students be as successful as possible in the classroom. If you have any follow-up questions, you can email me at kscarpina@kaplan.edu. And this is going to be a 2-part series, so next week you will receive a good deal of this information in sort of a Word document format where you'll be able to have it handy and access it for future reference. Again, as always, please do not hesitate if you have any questions, and thank you for your time.